It's not critical that these get well all the way around. Just 2 tacks, it's just to be captive here. It sucks that I had to cut this whole box up because I did spend a lot of time making this. And while it works fairly decent, I just want a little bit more out of it. And I found these fans on Amazon. They reckon they can do up to 300 CFMs of power through here. It spins at 8,300 RPM, which is a lot more than those two over there. Those produce 270 CFMs. But I think the way the orientation was, it did work good. It does suck the air through, but I need something that's gonna actually blow and hold that punch behind it, if you know what I mean. And just using this single one, I did do some little testing. It does have a lot more punch to it. And the good thing too is I can make this box a lot smaller. Not a lot, but a lot smaller, and that's a plus because it is hard. As small as this is, it's still hard to fit in the car where I want to put it under the wing. It will fit, but now that I can cut this up, it'll be a lot better, I think. We're still just testing this stuff. So that's a 2 1/4 inch hole that I drilled, and then I'm using some M4 screws here. These are Phillips. I would rather have the Allen wrench style, but I don't have any this long. So let me thread these in and I'll show you what this looks like. Actually, we're both gonna see what it looks like for the first time. I just got done welding these captive nuts on there. And I didn't center the hole just so this orientation would be down more, but I don't want to go too far down and have it interference issues. So the hole isn't centered, but that hole is centered to the fan, which is good. I'm happy about that. And I'm gonna cut these off too, these old captive nuts. Those will get cut off, and I'm gonna slim the box. But for now, this will fit right up in here like this. This plate isn't getting welded in. It's just gonna kind of float in there in space because I'd never get the fan off if I welded it in. But there's just enough air gap right here that it should draw the air through this inner core. And I'm gonna leave these holes here too. I might make them a smidge bigger, but to be honest, the 2 1/4 inch hole on this fan isn't really gonna call for a bigger hole, so I probably could just leave it the way it is. So next up, the plan is I can really cut down this box and bring it down flush with the top of this fan, which is probably what I'm gonna do, and that'll save me about 1 inch, which is actually a lot for where this has to live in the car. And I get to redo this snout. While it looked okay, I'm not too keen on how this shape worked out. Functional, but I'm at this stage. This doesn't have to look like this no more. I can actually just put a flat piece in front here and then just do my circle pipe coming out the top. And then I'll have to make an adapter from square to circle somewhere in here. So I think that's what's next. All right, with this piece cut off, this is kind of what I'm thinking. You can see the old cut there. What I really want to do is bring this in and slim it up like that. So it might not be the full inch I was getting clearance of, but it is a good like 3/4. I'm gonna try and just repurpose this piece. Actually, I do have more aluminum right here, but if I don't have to use a nice new piece, and I can just make this look just as good, I think I'm just gonna use this. And my holes are already in the right spot, which is cool. I'll just have to re-weld those captive nuts on. And they actually don't have to be that long. They were that long on purpose, but they don't have to be that long in this case. So I'm just gonna trace this out right along that line here, and then I'll put it on the bandsaw again. All right, I got my cardboard template here. This is what I'm thinking to redirect the fan here for the output. Something like that. Here we go. So I'm just gonna replicate this out of aluminum and then see if we can weld it on here. What a nightmare. This sucked.